in its relationship with love, how it has grown as a theme in our lives. It was right along with our flight, our rise, our joy, our destruction. All of that can be put in a soundtrack of music. Not only do we answer why is this music so important, our lives, for all intents and purposes, is nothing but another rendition of sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
When we talk about this, something that is so advanced within our DNA and within our melanin, more than a substance, it is an intelligence. It is an entity called the. Whenever we create music, only producing outwardly an intelligence and a civilization that's on the inside, we are only putting that to scale and putting it to the level in which we can use it in the physical. So we take something that is not in the physical and bring it in the physical.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
The Africans use the drum because it is not the beat that is being heard. It is the spaces in between the beats that's being heard. Creating an ecological system that is outside of the dimension, you're bringing that same ecological system in the dimension through sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
Good evening. It's Thursday. There we go. It's Thursday. All right, that's better. Good evening. It's Thursday, November 24th, 2014. And the verdict is in. And who really wins? I'm not going to get into the typical way of kind of presenting it. It's a sad day. And I mean, hell, it happens every day, happens everywhere. A lot of it doesn't get as much press. Most of the backlash and the outcry in reference to Michael Brown's death by the hands of the executioner, Darren Wilson, is because of the way it was done, and this overwhelming amount of police brutality, murders by these executioners, by these hitmen among African Americans and minorities and people that are impoverished is alarming, and that is more so one of the biggest reasons why it's been such a heavy outcry in reference to the verdict, as they say. And I just don't know. I'm not going to, I don't think I really expected much outside of what happened to happen. It took, since August, it's been in the grand jury, and the verdict just came in about 9:35. Someone read off. I didn't catch the person's name, but he read off the fact that the grand jury decided not to indict executioner Darren Wilson on all 5 counts: attempted murder, manslaughter in this degree, murder in the first degree. If it was 5 counts, I don't know. It was read off. I was listening. I was doing other things, so I did not, copy down word for word the indictments that were to be reviewed. But it happened, and if anybody thought it was going to go any other way, they were misguided. I called for Ferguson to be burned to the ground. Yes, I've said it. I mean that. And it comes from not a malicious place. It comes from deep down. It comes from inside. I think that they should burn Ferguson down. People was calling for calm. Don't do this, don't do that. No. I think that it should be. It should be, I don't know. I'm not going to just oversaturate this on this show. I will discuss a couple other times. I will, bring up the fact that the verdict and where it's at. I will, but I'm going to oversaturate it and keep going on and on. I want to get into what I get into, and that is the things of the day. I got this weird kind of shadow right around here. Got to get rid of that. But nonetheless, we all know how I feel, how I felt, and my stance on it. So let's get it. I got a little slightly distracted. I know that no indictment. That's crazy. I do know that I did a silly video that I had to re-edit. I had to take some parts out I worked on. It was really funny. And I'm going to make a skit out of it. That is on my YouTube page. You can go and click and watch it anytime. This thing, because it all happened as I was getting prepared to talk about some of my shenanigans. I don't feel comfortable really going in on my shenanigans when just kind of happened. Let's get into some indie track. I don't even know who it is. JR and PH7 featuring Fontaine and somebody else. It's a long track. I heard that was sent over to me. I heard it. I liked it, and put it out. Before I even get into any music, I am going to take a song break after I finish this. And the lines are open. Phone lines are open. 267-736-9785. 736-9785. I am looking for guest hosts for themed show during the week. Please email me at mrmpope77@gmail.com. It's Mr. M Pope 77. That's the year I was born. Yes, I was born nearly 40 years ago. 4 decades ago, I was brought to the earth. Phone lines are open, 267-769-7885. Make sure I put it up there right. I know I put it up one time, 276. I'm looking for guests for themed show. If you think you have a radio voice, feel email me, inquire about the upcoming shows and see if I can, put you in a spot. We'll have a guest host for serious topics as well. He just inboxed me. I'm going to try to get him in tomorrow or Wednesday. On my tablet, I have devices, and nothing I have is on ring. Nothing. Everything I have is generally on vibrate. So let's take this on mute so that it doesn't keep vibrating on the counter. And the email address, mrmpope77@gmail, is also my PayPal information. I'm looking for admins to promote the show via my I think it's a fan page. It's not a group, I guess it's a fan page. I'm looking at admins that can throughout the day push stories out. That's not ratchet. I don't do ratchet. The story can be ratchet, but your description of the story can't be ratchet. But we'll discuss that over email. I'm looking for admins to promote the show, promote the rebroadcast. The rebroadcast is the most important part of the show. It's what makes the show flow. I may not 1,000 viewers live, but if I can get 500 to 1,000 clicks on YouTube, that keeps it. That makes me somewhat successful. Broadcasts are usually up by 7:30 a.m. the next morning. I'm better, more fluent at getting them done and getting them out there for by the morning, so that I can so that you can know what was going on. I was yesterday. No, it was today. I think it was not really sure. But had quite a few weird shenanigans going on, and my last 14 hours at my current job, and I'm looking at my looking at the quality of my video, and it looks really splotchy. Somebody, with the bandwidth or something like that. Somebody help me out with it. Can't go low. Oh, can't go audio only. That off. That's right. Everything seems right. I don't know, but nonetheless, sorry about that. I'm just trying to get things rolling on the ball. I'll have a caller. So yeah, that was an accident. But you see that that quick blink, I actually accidentally turned it off to audio only or something really weird. I don't know. But yes. So I'm definitely going to get into a song because I have to regather myself and focused on getting past that. Thank you for tuning in, logging in to YouTube to hear me and my shenanigans. It's Mike Pope, the Mike Pope Show, from 10 to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's right, 5 days a week. Most shows, other than people who are like really established and can dedicate, type of commitment to a grind such as this, a grind that doesn't pay off in the beginning. They usually do one shows a week. They don't promote heavy, whatever the case may be. I'm on here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 p.m. This is what I do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm here. Got a little insider on me. I won't be leaving until I lose 20 pounds. That's right. I'll shape it up. I'll make sure it gets shaped up. Not one drop strand of length hair will come off my face, my lip, my cheek, under my neck until I lose 20 pounds. Please applaud. Please give me a round of applause. Now, I'm in love with chocolate chip cookies. I have been since I don't know, the 90s maybe. So I don't know how well this is going to go as far as me challenging myself. Now, I challenged myself, lost weight, got in good shape. Back spasms slowed me down. And I'll be right. Matter of fact, we're going to do this. Hello. Fat meat. Hello. We had a call on. I'm gonna call him back. Gonna get him on. Oh, what's wrong with this phone? That's what happens when you get the swap meet phone from. You get a T-Mobile phone from the store. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna power. See if I can get him on this time. There. Hello. Oh, you know what? I didn't have you plugged in.
Hello.
Fat meat.
Hear me?
Yeah. My bad. I didn't have you. I didn't have you plugged in. My bad.
That's what happens when you got a cheap phone.
I was talking about my phone, not yours. You know what it was now? I heard it faintly. I'm like, I hear you saying like, yo, and I'm like, let me turn the volume up. Then I looked. I said, ain't no cord in this damn thing. All right, Fat Meat. Before we get into shenanigans, you know how we do. Ferguson, Missouri. The grand jury speaks. There's no indictment.
What did you expect?
I expected there to be no indictment, and I expected I expect the rioters to burn that bitch down. That's what I expect.
That's what. Yeah, I don't see him doing. I was hoping they might have got some grenades.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because they needed grenades, Molotov cocktails, and flamethrowers. That's what they need. The National Guard is not going to let them get close enough. The National will not let them get close enough. Not at all.
Look, man. I'm sitting here. I expected this, man. It was something that was expected. You know what I mean? From the day he shot the bullet. You know what I mean? The whole entire way they handled the situation, you had to expect this to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is nothing. This is something. You know what I mean? Like I say, of course it upsets you. Continue. I'm probably not even gonna be able to be playing that because right now, I'm more time, so I'm just gonna hit you with some quickness, man, and tell you how I feel, man. No, I'm upset because we have our congressmen, we have people, and nobody, our congressman, our president, nobody is trying anything else or trying to implement something to see why these people, why these police officers why are they being trained where they are instantly killing unarmed people? I don't understand that. This is my issue here. President Obama isn't talking about we need to find out and see what's going on with these police officers where they're shooting first, asking questions last. All of these racial incidents based on YouTube, all over the internet. Nobody's coming forth to get to this situation. That's my problem. That's my issue.
Now I got you, and I'm riding with you. Only difference in it is that a president cannot do anything about individual municipalities. Period. It has to start from the ground up, which is us. We have to vote people in. We have to be educated on who's doing things. If we don't play our part in getting people in position, if people get in by tribalism, based on because they're black, I'm black, so I'll vote for them. We don't know their agenda. We need to really know what people's agenda is, and we need to make them. We need to hold them accountable for what they promise us, for the things that they say they're going to do on a lower level, and then it moves up. And as we hold we hold them responsible, then we hold the mayor responsible, then we hold the governor responsible, then we start holding the House and Congress responsible, and we as people, not as blacks, not as Hispanics, Italians, Caucasians, as a country, we take back what we have all these rights, but we have no rights. Because we don't own any of the rights.
I'm not just speaking about black people killing. I'm not just speaking about the white cops killing black cops, because it has instances where white cops. Like I said,
they didn't kill Eric Freeing, and he's a suspected cop killer and a cop. He attempted murder because the other cop he shot as well. They didn't kill him. He had a busted nose, and he's white. You can see his face. He had a couple red scratches, and that's it. And they was 43 days he hid in the mountains from them, costing them millions of dollars. But they didn't kill him.
They didn't kill James Holmes.
They showed. Yes.
Dude came the movie theater onto a T, killed all those people.
Yes.
All those people.
Yes.
And nothing. Like I said, my whole thing is, how come nobody has ever stood up or any to attention? Like I said, I know these Congress people is mess. Nobody standing up and saying nothing. Nobody has talked about this case. They Bill with all this other mess going on. And
that's all they worried about.
Me. That's it. Like I said, Obama's not sitting there, he can't do something. Get something rolling. Like I said, what is going on with these people? What are these police being trained? Why tasers and all these shoot people? Like I said, they'll shoot and kill.
Right.
Eric Garner, man, they choked that man out, man. They choked dude out.
Choked him.
What happened to the nothing? Nothing happened. Man, he died. Nothing happened, and nobody. When I speak, none of these people in any type of power, any type of position, nobody came to say anything. And nobody said anything.
Well, they got South Carolina. They got that cop in South Carolina who shot the boy up, who was getting in the car to grab his wallet. Not him.
But like I said, that's one case. The rest of the cases, like I said, what's going on with the rest of them?
It's nothing.
One case.
Nothing.
Out of how many? How about the guy? Let's talk about the guy in Chicago. A lot of people know him. I can't come up with off the top of my head right now. Look him up, Chicago. He was all dude. He had just worked the night, tired. He went down the wrong road on the street. Police pulled him over. He told them that he was a cop. He told me he had a gun. They shot this man. I believe they shot him about 40 times, 30, 40 times. 34 people died. They destroyed the van. They destroyed the evidence. They destroyed everything. Any evidence they had. Expected the man to die. He didn't die. And you know what they did? They charged him with crime, man, in jail. I think they gave him 5 years. So look it up. I believe his name was Howard Morton.
You know I'm on it. You know I'm on it.
Look at it. I can't, but I believe it was Howard Morton. But if you Google in off duty black cops, I go over 40 sometimes. I believe his name was Howard Morton. Like I said, when I'm with you, I will make sure I'm correct, and I'll let you know. I'll hit you up and let you know. But like I said, man, that's my own thing. Like how they asking questions. Like I said, I just want to know what are they being trained for.
Yeah.
You know, if I was about police, you know, when you look at Darren Wilson, when you look at this guy, he looks like always like he's, excuse my French, you know what I mean? But my problem is with a lot of these cops, Jordan are all cowards. So, bro, killed this person because I was there in my life. They've always been afraid. These were the kids that were getting picked on in school, that were getting bullied. These were the ones that had to hang out with other people to feel safe. And now you're a police officer with a badge and a gun, and now you feel powerful. Now you feel like you can't be touched, and you're proving every time they're not being able to. Like I said, look at Darren Wilson. Darren Wilson looked like the type of kid that you stick in a rocker when he was a kid.
Like they did Steel and and Juice.
That's what he looks like. He looks like the kid. He looks like the kid that was bullied. He looks like the kid that walked around his life all his life. But you know what? When he got older, he became a police officer. So now he feels like he's in a position of power, and he is. Like I said, this dude has been on vacation since he killed Michael Brown.
Exactly.
Been on vacation
the whole time. The whole paid, and he's going back to a job. He didn't lose his job.
Right, paid vacation.
Now one thing they said that I'm not gonna say it's promising, but they did say that the federal investigation is still ongoing. So give them that. You know, they say that the federal investigation is still going. So I'll give them that, and we'll see where what they come up with. I don't know, but before let's be a sympathy for a fallen freedom fighter, former D.C. Mayor Marion Barry. Give him a round of applause.
Marion Barry, yes, man.
Passed away overnight, the age of 78. He was a freedom fighter.
Yep. Yep.
One battle with crack and a crack whore in a hotel did not stop him from being the man that he was destined to be. He got back. He was a mayor again. He was a state senate for 3 terms. He is a freedom fighter. He showed us,
yes, sir,
how to stick in there no matter what.
Right.
Oh, but yeah, I want to give my condolences to the family, and and I don't, I make light of it because it was a big thing, back then. But I mean, he persevered. We don't know what he did afterwards. And
I was watching an interview the other day. He was just telling people, he took the people. He was people. He was their champion of people for the people. Don't take his one downfall and use that to define his whole entire life and his whole entire legacy.
Yes, I agree.
I agree. He said something along that lines in the video and what you call it. But look, I got to get back to what I was doing. Like I said, I'm at work right now. Had to run off to talk to you. After tomorrow night, I'll be able to call in, and we need to talk about Bill Cosby. I'm pretty sure you already talked about it, but I missed it, so I want to reignite that conversation.
You listen. The phone line is always open to you, bro. You don't even have to ask.
All right,
just hit it up.
All right.
All right, peace.
All right, Pope, man. You take care, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, man. Y'all have a good night.
That was my guy, Fat Meat Greasy, Maryland comedian, via Philadelphia. He comes up, from time to time and does his thing at local shows. Good dude, man. He calls in. He gets it in. Trying to get this phone call to end. There it is. Phone lines are open, as you see, 267-736-9785. Now, on top of in the city of Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, the weather has been atrocious. We went from 30-degree weather to 70 degrees today. I could have worn this only, and I just realized I don't got a black shirt on. I'm tripping. I'm falling off. Every day should be black, but nonetheless, I'll get back to that. I could have just wore just a tee today and been fine, but of course, I still a layer. And they're talking about snow tomorrow. So on top of this region, and what we're enduring, what about Buffalo, New York? Oh my, 7 feet of snow? And they're talking about they're evacuating the city because they're talking about with everything warming up, there's flood everywhere. They're telling everybody to take everything out of the basements, off the floors, get them up on the first floor, and evacuate the city because the floods are going to be rampant and they're going to take over. Sad. That's sad. I love the cold, but I don't like the snow. I don't like the rain. The snow I can kind of handle because it is what it is. It sits still. But I love the cold. I love it. I'm a womb baby. Birthday 12/24. It's my birthday. I'm a winter baby. I love the cold. But the snow up in Buffalo, I couldn't do it. Now, I was probably, a regular guy with, no ambitions in life, and I could just sit home, get high and play PlayStation all day. Then the hell, I wouldn't mind being snowed in Buffalo for weeks at a time. But if I'm not that. I'm totally different. I have a life. I have things I have to do, and I have ambitions and goals. And I don't do any drugs. I had a drink or two in the last couple weeks. But I don't do any drugs, so that wouldn't be me. So 7 feet of snow, all kinds of flooding and all going on out there. That's horrible. We're going to take a song break. Another indie artist. The Mike Pope Show here. Mike Pope, hype, charged, and prepared. I had this big theme that I was going with today. I was going to speak about hip hop and the failures of the AMAs, which is a notable music award show that nominated and was voted and they nominated and then she voted hip hop artist of the year over Drake, this one, that one. I don't really know who all was up for the award. Iggy Azalea beat out people, and Iggy Azalea does not. I'm going to say I don't know who that is, but I'm going to take the call anyway. Mike Pope Show, how can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? This is Greg Lynn.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm live right now. Oh, hey, Greg. Oh, damn it. Damn, I gotta get Greg back on. Greg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Greg. What's going on, homie?
Am I on the show?
You're live, hyped, charged.
I'm painting right now. I got my eyes behind me, and I got your show on my computer.
Good. I appreciate the support.
And I turned the volume down so I can't hear. No deal.
Okay.
Now I was listening to your show, and I'm just sitting here painting and all that. Did you ever notice? Did you ever notice something? You know, I mean, I hate to say that I'm a comedian because I'm not that good at it, but one thing I've done as a comedian is always notice things that nobody else seems to talk about. Like, comedy is usually pointing out absurd things that nobody seems to ever mention.
Right.
Anyway, so I have this kind of muscle where I can spot stuff. Did you happen to notice during the Ferguson reading, like, you know, the guy reading the information?
Yes.
Did you happen to notice right when he talked about when stuff went down, the satellite kind of went out? Did you notice that?
Yes. Yes.
It was the one information I wanted to hear.
Uh-huh.
And the satellite goes out right there.
Oh, yep. And
What's that all about?
Also, did you pick up on how when it was speaking in reference to disputing the evidence of the witnesses, he was real energetic, enthused. But when he spoke about, you know, the law itself and you know, the duties of the grand jury, he seemed a little more mellowed out. But when he was going, you know, like, well, you know, several accounts were disputed, it didn't match up. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the verdict to not indict it was longer. That didn't just happen today at 9 p.m.
They said that the official statement is going to be released.
Yeah, I want to download it. I want to download it
because, you know, I need to go download it and read it because the one thing I wanted to know, and it seems like, I guess, it has been established, but I wanted to actually hear the guy say it, and that was a gun reached for? And it seems like a satellite bleeped out.
Yes.
It seems like the satellite bleeped out right when I wanted to hear that.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know. I mean, first it's the punch in the face. Then it's the two gunshots from inside the car. One inside Michael Brown. One inside. One grazed him. Is on his hand, and one was lodged inside the door. I have those questions as well. I want to download it. I'm going to try to get it tonight because they say it's public information tonight. So I'll be up and I'll be searching and I'll be trying to get that PDF myself. I can get the audio as well because they're saying that the audio will be released in reference to the final 10 shots. So I would like to see that as well.
Another thing about, you know, doing comedy once in a while, and I am a pretty goofy dude. So a lot of times I'm really afraid something might be misconstrued as a joke when I'm actually serious. But I'll tell you one thing, man. I mean, look, I'm not really joking about this, although it's going to sound kind of stupid and funny. But I'll tell you from my own personal perspective. I'm not. There's not a lot of. I think even my wife might be the only person more pale than me, but. I still treat every interaction with a cop like one wrong move for me and I could get killed. I'm just a paranoid guy. I'm a paranoid guy regardless.
I agree with you, and I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about me too, Greg. I'm licensed to carry.
Before that, I want to say though, I hope that a major lesson has been learned on some level that if you're walking in the street, even if a cop curses at you and rudely says to get on the sidewalk, if it was me, I'd apologize. I'd say, sir, you are right. I'm going to be on that sidewalk. I mean, because I myself am personally afraid that if I showed any level of whatever, it would just give them a reason to beat the shit out of me. Right. And I'm out here in King of Prussia.
And I agree with you. I don't think, you know, I mean, obviously, you're right. I mean, had it went a little differently, he would be here maybe giving his testimony, you know, about maybe just being beat and not being shot. You know
what? That'd be a better. That would be as bad as it still would be. That'd be a better situation.
Yes, I agree. In no way does it give them the green light just because someone may be disrespectful or, but you don't want to provoke anyone. You know, and like I was saying,
I don't like, dude. I do stand up comedy. I don't do crowd work because I'm afraid of provoking people, and I'm a performer.
Right. I walk the streets. Let's say 5 out of 7 days I walk the streets. I'm carrying my firearm. Some days I just I'm not in the I don't really necessarily need, but I'm licensed to carry a firearm and I carry it. And from time to time I've been, I won't say stopped because I've honestly never in my entire life been stopped. I mean, I've been arrested before, younger, pre-adult, like teen years, but I've never been stopped. The stereotype, they pull you over just to ask you questions. That's never happened to me. But I've had to get in contact with, I've had to tell them, listen, I have a firearm. Here's my information. You can run it, and they go run it. Then they come back, and they, thanks for doing that. I comply. I don't want to say. I want them to say, "Do you have anything?" And I go reach and I say, "Yeah, well, I got my gun." And then they blow my brains out, and then how's my children going to wow,
exactly.
So I agree with you with not agitating the situation. So I'm in no way a coward. I'm not fearful of the cop himself. I'm just fearful of how the law will back him if he decides to do something harmful to me. That's what I'm fearful of. I fear no man. I fear no man and no consequence as to what I may say or do. But if it has to come down legally, where do I stand if I do certain things? And I don't want to put that in the hands of someone else. And I don't want my family to have to live through something, that I could have prevented. So, I mean, I definitely get you, and it could go any way. And this is a good discussion. It's definitely good dialogue. But we weren't there, so we don't know. We don't know how aggressive Michael Brown was. We don't know how aggressive the cop was.
And also, and the one thing I've had to keep kind of reminding myself is that Michael Brown was 18 years old. Dude, you've met me at 37 or 38. I was a maniac at 18.
Right, and we all were. We feel invincible when we're younger. We feel invincible. We don't know. We haven't seen enough. We haven't experienced enough to know that. Wait, that could cost me my life.
So I had to keep reminding myself that, because 38-year-old Greg with a mortgage, is constantly thinking why would you give a cop any problem in the first place? But I had to think from an 18-year-old perspective. And know what else was going on. And also, you're just about to graduate, dude. When you're about to graduate, I think it might be your most invincible feeling ever.
Yes.
Because it's you're really short-sighted. I did some dumb stuff about to graduate. It wasn't really that bad, but I felt like there's no way I'm not graduating if I do this.
Right.
And so I had to keep reminding myself that situation. He's not a 30-year-old dude with a mortgage and a job.
Right.
And responsibilities,
Definitely.
So, that does come into play, definitely, and it's unfortunate. I really hope worldwide, well, at least nationwide, for everybody, I hope more learning comes from this than maybe anything else.
Yes, and
culturally.
Yes, and the agitation as well. I mean, I mean, we don't have enough time, to even scratch it. I could talk about this for 2 weeks straight, and we still will only be at a quarter of the way. But before we go, Greg, go ahead.
No problem, man. Good show, man. My favorite part of the show is when you play music, you just stay the camera.
Before we go, give me your thoughts on the freedom fighter himself, former D.C. Mayor Marion Barry. He passed away at 78 years old in his home. Give me your thoughts about him, and then I'm gonna let you go.
I think I never lived in D.C., but you know what? Anyone can sit there and criticize his substance abuse problems, but the guy got his job back.
Yes, and he went on, and he went on to go up to the state senate and everything. Yes,
that's I think regardless of whatever he was arrested for, whatever, the fact he was able to bounce back like that is I can only wish that we all as people can mess up that bad and come back.
Yes.
That well.
I feel as though if I missed the show one night, I might lose all my handful of viewers that I got.
Cool, man. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, Greg. Thanks for calling in.
No problem, man. I'll see you later.
All right.
I'll see you bye.
That was Glenn, friend of mine's, comedian. I know a lot of comedians now that I'm doing different things with my life and socializing with different people. He called in. He's been a supporter from the beginning. Everybody has a schedule. Everybody has a life, so I don't expect everybody to sit at their computer or on their phone and tune in. Like for people to spread the word. If you think this show is entertaining, informative, please share the videos, share rebroadcast. The verdict is in, and who really won? Who really won? The verdict is in, and who has really won? Nobody. Everybody loses. So, if you think this show is entertaining, if you think I'm in any way informative, you might just laugh at me. Invite your friends to laugh at me too. Maybe I can tell them a joke or two and have them, laugh away or laugh their night away by listening to me. I appreciate it. Share the rebroadcast, which will be up by 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Share the weekly recaps. I did the special edition discussion on Iggy Azalea winning the AMA Hip Hop Album of the Year award. She is not hip hop. She's music. She's pop. She's Justin Bieber with a vagina. She's pop. She's Miley Cyrus with a bigger butt. She's pop. She's not hip hop. And how did she even get voted as hip hop artist of the year, album of the year? I'll never know. I don't watch them whack music award shows anyway, because they're not geared towards me anyway. So I don't bother with them. I'm actually trying to attend the Philly Hip Hop Awards though. Trying to get the owner of the Crowd Updater. You may see a lot of my videos, especially my weekly recaps, with the website scrolled across the bottom, crowdupdater.com. That is the Tri-State's #1 blog website, the crowdupdater.com. So I'm trying to get the owner and operator of which is a good friend of mine, to attend the award show with me, because they've been to more awards, ceremonies, concerts and little, networking events in entertainment than I have. So I want to, see if they can go with me, and I'm going to try to get a press pass. But I think it might be too late, because I think the award was like one day next week or something, next Friday or Saturday. So that's probably not going to happen. But nonetheless, it's a great show. Got some great dialogue from Fat Meat Greasy, a comedian out of Maryland. You can find him everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, Fat Meat Greasy. I think I got a Z in it. I had to X'd out his inbox, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, he's Greezy. Mr. Greg Lynn. He also was a very good video editor. He hasn't done my trailer for my YouTube page yet. I sent him the info last week. I only needed to be 1 minute, but he hasn't done the trailer yet, so I might have to end up doing it myself. But and the countless text and I haven't followed the YouTube chat I didn't follow it after about 10:15 because I was occupied with trying to, keep the show circulating and keep things going. So thank you for logging on, tuning in. Please, in light of everything that's going on, please be safe. Please think safe before you make a decision. Do not agitate the agitated and the uneducated. Not allow a executioner the freedom to execute you. I love you all, love your family, and I will see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m.